All right, let's crush the Sudoku. This one's called Bone Gift for Fido, Max, and Mau Mau by Will Power. So I guess this is supposed to look like a bone with a little bow on it, which is adorable, you know, pretty nice. So normal Sudoku rules apply. We got the digits 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. We got crop key pairs. So these black dots are digits with 2-to-1 ratio. So like this could be a 1 and a 2, or a 6 and a 3, something like that. And then we have white dots, which are consecutive digits. So this has to be consecutive to this. So like 1, 2, or 3, 4, or 7, 8, something like that. Not all possible dots are given. And then we have XV pairs. So X's add to 10, V's add to 5. I don't think there are any V's though. So it looks like we just have X's. So these two numbers add to 10. Anything on an X adds to 10. Then we have Dutch whispers. So the red bow lines are at least, every digit is 4 apart from its neighbor. Digits may repeat if other rules allow. So if this was a 5, this would have to be either a 1 or a 9, because those are the only digits that are 4 away from 5. Maximum. The gray cell with arrows pointing outward is greater than all orthogonally adjacent cells. So we've only got one of those. So these are like greater than or equal to signs, or just greater than signs. So this cell is bigger than the 3 cells around here. The gray line, the bone has no effect on the puzzle. Okay, so the biggest thing in the puzzle, sort of the crux of the entire puzzle, it would appear, doesn't actually do anything at all. All right, interesting. Let's get it popping off. Okay, so a black dot that adds to 10. That's not even at all what's happening here. I don't know why that was the first thing that I said. This is not a black dot that adds to 10. Okay, an X touches every single cell in this box other than this one. And you can't put 5 on an X, because you'd have to put 5 on an X with a 5, and you can't put a 5 next to a 5. So this has to be a 5, because all of the rest of the cells are on X's. So there's a start for you, you know. Then we've got 3 black dots. Maybe all these consecutive digits are telling me something. Oh, same thing's happening here. Every single cell in this box is on an X other than this one, so this is a 5. This is interesting. So these two cells are the same as these two cells are the same, and these two cells are the same. Because whatever number's on an X has to be next to the same number. Like these X's are all connected. So these two numbers are the same, these two numbers are the same. It must have something to do with the black dots, but I'm not really sure what's going on. So since there's 3 different black dots in every box, I know those are going to be split up like 1, 2, and then 4, 8, and then 3, 6. There's only 3 ways you can make different pairs on black dots. Because if I try to use, so the only other way that I could do it, the only other possible pair is 2, 4. And if I try to put 2, 4 on a black dot, then I don't have enough digits to fill these out. Like I could make one of these 3, 6, but what's the other one going to be? The only other numbers that can go on a black dot are 1 and 8, and they aren't doubles of each other. So 2 and 4, like 1 has to go with 2 and 2 has to go with 4 to make there be enough options here. And then there's probably something going on with the X's. None of those add to 10. Okay. Oh, all right. Well, okay. All these are covered by black dots. So these two numbers have to be 7 and 9. Because 5, 7, and 9 can't go on black dots. So by the same logic that I was putting the 5 in the puzzle here, because it couldn't go on an X and the whole thing's covered in X's, now most of the cells in this box are covered by black dots. And 7 and 9 can't go on a black dot, so they have to go here and here. The same thing is probably happening in this box, where it's here and here. Those are the only ones that aren't covered by X's. Okay, so now this, I was just saying that these digits are the same and these digits are the same. So this is either a 7 or a 9. So now this is a high digit, so this has to go down. I'm seeing these consecutive digits, which are interesting. Okay. But 7 and 9 go here, which makes all the digits that are on X's with them 1 or 3, which makes, since both of these 1 and 3s are on black dots, these digits are 2 and 6, because those are the digits that have to go with 1 and 3 on black dots. Same here. So now now this black dot and this black dot are 4, 8. And I've done a lot of work in those boxes now. These have to add to 10. Okay, this is probably going to become apparent, maybe, right here. Like this number is absolutely either 8 or 6 to be consecutive with 7, 9. And then, so that makes this number either 3 or 4, and it probably has to be one of the two, right? To be on a black dot with 6 or 8. So if I went 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, that works. 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, this can't be a 5. So this is definitely a 7, and I'm going to be able to do this whole descending little staircase here. I guess it's kind of ascending, but the numbers are descending while it's ascending. I don't know if that made any sense. All right, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, because all of these digits had to be consecutive and they have to be different from each other, which makes this a 6, which makes this a 7 now, which makes this a 3, which makes this a 1, which makes this a 9. This is on a black dot, that's a 2, this is an 8, this is a 4, this is a 6, and we did the whole box. And that's excellent, dude. I really like doing the whole box. 7 adds to 10 with 3, so this is a 3 as well. This is a 1. This is a 9. This is a 2 on a black dot. This is an 8. This is a 4. This is a 6. That was great. That was great, dude. We made a lot of progress there. All right, both of these have to be 4 away from 4. So this is an 8-9 pair. Those are the only two numbers that are 4 away from, at least 4 away from 4. Ooh, and the fact that one of these is a 9 means that this has to go 5, 1. And it definitely goes 5 here. Okay, that's going to do this whole bow. So because one of these is a 9 and the other one's an 8, I couldn't make this any digit. One of these has to be a 5 and one of them has to be a 1 because I switched the parity here. I'm at a high digit, so if I try to go from 8 to 9 in these two digits and I go to any number other than 5 and 1, I'm not going to be able to get to a high digit again. Like if I try to if this was a 9 and I made this a 4, then what am I going to put here to be 4 away from 8? Like I have to go down twice to be able to go back up. I'm not doing a good job explaining that, but I just don't have the brain power to do it today. This is a 5. This is a 1. So I know that this has to be 5, 1 to switch the parity on the line because I have to get from a high digit to a high digit without going to a high. Like I have to go low twice to be able to get back to a high digit. So and I know that. So they know that these have to be 5 and 1, and the Sudoku is telling me this can't be a 5, so this had to be a 5. So this is a 9, and this is an 8. Because 8 isn't 4 away from 5, so that couldn't have been an 8. 5, 5. One of these two is a 5. These 4 digits, 1, 2, 8, 9. So this is a 1, 9 pair then, because it has to be. Neither of these can be 2 or 8. So that makes these 2 or 8. None of that's decided. Yeah, there's a 1 here. Okay, this is a 9. This is a 1. One of these has to be a 1. 6. 6 is pretty limited. Yeah, so similar logic happening here. Uh-oh. Yeah, so this is going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to be really bad at explaining it again, but there's only 2 numbers that are 4 away from 6. That's 1 and 2. So that has to be 1, 2. And then the same thing is happening here that was happening here, except it's with a 5 and a 9. So we have to switch the parity. We have to go from low to low in 2 cells. So I have to go low, middle, high, and then back to low is the only way I can do that. And the only way to do that is a 5 and a 9. So the 5 has to go here, 9 has to go here. 5 is only 4 away from 1, so that works there. And then 2 goes there. These digits, it seems like, could literally be anything, because 1 and 9 are the least restrictive digits. There's probably just like a bunch of Sudoku now. One of these is a 3. 6, 6. One of these is a 6. Huh. Okay. 9, 9. One of these. Oh, this is a 9. Okay. There's something. 5, 5. This is a 5. One of these. This is a 1. Okay. So there's stuff happening over here. There's Sudoku happening over here. 2. One of those is a 2. Okay, I think I did all the numbers that appear in this box. I go this way. 8 maybe? 8, 8. One of these two is an 8. Only 2 numbers left in the column here. One of them is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. Okay, that's unfortunate. There's a pun for you, dude. I hate that pun, and I really don't want to like stress what I did there, but it was a little bit of a bar. I said there's only 4 and 8 left in the column, but I can't sort it out. That's unfortunate. We got 4 and 8 in the same. I'm gonna move on from it. You know, I don't want to stress it too hard because it's not a great joke as is. But when you can hit the double pun in one word, sometimes you just gotta recognize game. You know. All right, we got 1, 2, we got 3, 6, 7 here. So this is not a 7. 4 numbers in the column. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. We have 2, 3, and 7 all looking here. This is a 6, which is going to do this as a 6. So 2, 3, 7, I was saying. So 3 is here. I don't think I have anything else though. 2, 3, 7. This is not a 3. We got 1, 2. This could still be a 2, huh? 2 and 4. Still could be either one, I think. Unfortunate. All right, 3 numbers here. They must be 3, 6, 7. 3 is looking here. This is a 3, 6, 7 triple though. So this is 2, 4, 8 triple, which just doesn't help at all somehow. This could be a 2, 4, or an 8. So upsetting to me. That's extremely upsetting to me, dude. 3 numbies here. No, 4 numbies here. 2, 8, and what? 2, 8, 9, 1. 2, 8, 9, 1. Okay, so there's 9, 1 here. So this is either a 2 or an 8. Which makes this 9, 1, which puts a 9 here. Nice, dude. Are we doing jokes? Was I just wrong about this? Oh, there's a 9 in the column. I didn't see this 9. It was sneaky. It was being sneaky, dude. So what is the other number? Is it 2, 8, 1, and 4? 2, 8, 1, and 4. I don't know what to do with that. I'm going to 2, 8, 1, 4. This can't be a 4. This can't be an 8. This can't be a 1. That was the least helpful thing of all time. Where's the Sudoku that I'm supposed to be doing here, dude? I finished up with all the clues. You know, now it's just like raw Sudoku, which is my least favorite type of thing. One of these two has to be a 5, and I think both of them could be. These 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. I got a 4, 5 here and an 8, 9 here, so I can do... This is either 9 or 8. This is either 4 or 5. But then these can be kind of whatever they want to be. They're free as a bird, dude. 6, 6. One of these two has to be a 6. I hate when these things just turn into normal Sudoku puzzles, dude. I like all the logic with the little clues. That's part of these things that I enjoy. Okay, so this has to be 5 or lower. Is there something to that? 1, 2, 3. So this is either 4 or 5. So that makes this either 8 or 9. 4, 5. This is either 8 or 9 in a row. This has to be at least 5 and can't be 6 or 7. So this is 5 or 9. So this is 5 or 8. Okay, in the row we got 3, 4, 7, 8. Like, this is just insane. I don't know. There's got to be like easier stuff than what I'm trying to do here. Got 3, 8 looking here. So that's either a 4 or a 7. There's a 4 looking here. There's a 7 looking here. I don't know, man. Okay, so 9 by Sudoku. Yeah, I mean, I probably just should be like running through every possible Sudoku digit. 2, 8, and what? What's the other number in the row? Was I just doing this? 2, 8, 7. So this is either 2 or 7. This could be all 3 of them, I think. There just must be more Sudoku. 1, 1. One of these two has to be a 1, and I'm seeing that this can't be a 1 because this can't be a 2. So this is a 1. This is a 5. That's got to do more than that, right? Please? One of these has to be a 1. This thing has to be about ready to pop, doesn't it? Okay, this has to be a 5 by Sudoku. That was a 4-5 pair, so this is a 4, this is a 5. Am I done with 5s? I think I'm done with 5s. I mean, there's like must be a lot more Sudoku at this point. Okay, this definitely can't be a 2 because this no, it definitely could be a 2 actually. It can't be a 7 because this number has to be less than this. So this neither of these can be a 7 because 8 or 9 can't go here. So this is a 6, which makes this a 7. So this is not 7. 6 takes away 6 from both of these. Does that do anything? No. Well, yeah. 3-7 pair now, so this is a 6. So this is a 3. So this is a 6. Come on. Go. Please? Please go? This is either 2 or 8. Making a 2-8 pair here in the column. Which makes this a 4. Dude, why am I doing these things? So has this been here for a minute? I don't even know. So this is definitely a 2, making this an 8. I hope I was right about all this stuff. 1, 2, I'm gonna bobbins. Oh, it doesn't include. Okay, puzzle doesn't include solution. I don't know. All right, so this number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 9. This is now a 4. This is an 8. This is a 2. This is a 4. This is not a 2. This is not a 4. Alright, I just put a lot of stuff in the grid. There must be more stuff. Yeah, 9 here. Okay, 8, 9, not 8. I'm actually seeing that this can't be a 7 because I would need to put 6 or 8 to be consecutive with it, and there's an 8 looking here and a 6 in the box. So this is a 3. I don't think I know what this is. It could be 2 or 4. Oh, there's a 4 looking here, so this is a 2. This is a 7. Now this is a 4. This is an 8. This is a 7. This is an 8. This is a 3. This is a 7. This is a 2. This is a 4. Please just be right. Okay, 2. This is not a 3. 2, 7 in the column. This is not a 2. There's got to be a 1 in there. Oh, there's a 4. Okay, so this is a 1. This is an 8. This is a 1. This is a 3. This is a 6, 7, 7. Making this a 2, making this a 7. What is this? 4. And this is a 2. And there's a pause, dude. Excellent. We like getting through the thing, you know? There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.